no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies offense will get the first swing of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Gives it on the option. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your
The ball is out behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
He's looking to throw. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was forcing that ball his intended target. Window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. To the main field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
I might restart this game. I don't know.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind.
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route.
I like a restart. I get in rhythm. Unless I got stupid in the 1ST.
He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try it over the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that.
It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's going to lose a yard on that one. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame. position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Washington's offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Now on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So Notre Dame's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game.
You got 2 freshman running back, 2 freshman receiver, 2 freshman tight end, 53 is a true freshman.
We're going to do this all game long. Awesome
that block on.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Makes the catch near the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here come the Irish back on offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. From the gun, give on the inside. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Complete on the comeback. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll... Big fella moving. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
We got a
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Quarterback
guys got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. The sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run this play from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. You can feel and hear the purple they're facing a fourth down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. On the run, it's Stewart. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting...
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's a great play.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? On the move. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. A first down for the offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on third and short. Gets it out fast. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Now improvising. Got his man. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. See if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it to the right side. Turning it on. Nice pickup.
He must be stopped. Enraged face. That's a pick. I want to restart. I get in rhythm. Unless I got stupid in the women's team. Round and pound. Find the right from here on out.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this. No. Touchdown! line from the red zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some big possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, uses athleticism.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his finger.
Good recovery.
Will be forced to boot it away.
Yeah, that's the type of defense I play, brother. No excitement.
Tonight. Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
You have some excitement?
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to throw. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Might be calling a hot route. Play action. Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he got loose. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ooh.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical?
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
Really wide open.
1
To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
You know, you're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple picked off, and they
who are you throwing to?
drive with the turnover. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off-play action on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Huskies want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Husky. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll run it from the gun. Bust through behind his pad. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Across the 45. On the move at the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Fires left. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers. And they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money.
Good recovery,
just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, the ground game. He was able to get it out to the 17-yard line, but a fourth down is coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Nice move to keep running. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that bad.
Bro, you pissing me off, bro.
Not incompletion. The quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. It's caught. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such
must be stopped. Enraged face. I like a restart. I get in rhythm. Unless I got stupid in the 1ST. Round and pound. Gone to a route from here on out. No excitement.
Early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's Career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Finds a man on the left. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. All the way back to the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being...
Breaks into the open.
There you go, freshman. Get you on.
Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
What the fuck is their middle linebacker doing?
First down himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Got his man on the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The give from the gun. There he goes. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Delivers the stiff arm. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Throw the ball like that again, you're
asking here in the third. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Makes the grab. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They'll run the screen. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Now on 1st down from the 28. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Stewart. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At midfield, he's got room. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for room. It's Stewart. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Catch the ball.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Handoff to the lone back. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender. Open space at the 25. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Under fire. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
That will take us to...
That was a big hit.
Minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Washington sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. They have dropped a rush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got the first down and still on his feet.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take...
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other.